Yeah, sunset on the skyline. Let it breathe. Golden hour, sun dipping low behind the glass, shadows stretching on the grass. City wrapped in amber light, day surrendering tonight. Warm breeze through the avenue, painting everything in hue. Your silhouette in slow motion, moving like a quiet ocean. Kick drum tapping like a pulse, soft and steady, never forced. Snare brushing like a side, clouds drifting in the sky. You looked at me like time was slow, like you know where else we had to go. Just that glow across your face, heaven in a commonplace. And the world felt still somehow, only us and here and now. Every doubt, just let it go. In that golden hour flow, hearts moving slow, wrapped in summer shine, your hand holding mine. Golden hour flow, let the whole world know. In that fading light, everything felt right. Rooftop views and quiet laughs, talking about our separate paths, dreams bigger than the town. Never wanting to come down. Roads, chords drifting, warm like shelter from a storm. Baseline walking calm and deep, promises we tried to keep. You said love's a gentle flame, oh, not a trophy, not a game. Something steady, something true, something built by me and you. Traffic coming far below, but up here we move slow, swaying with the skyline breeze, easy as a melody. When the sunlight kissed your skin, I knew I was all in. No rush, no overflow, just that golden hour flow. Golden hour flow, hearts moving slow, wrapped in summer shine, your hand holding mine. Golden hour flow, golden hour flow, let the whole world know. In that fading light, everything felt right, yeah. We were chasing something pure, no filters, nothing obscure, just conversations on the edge of every silent pledge, talking fears we never said, dreams running through our head, you in oversized tees, laughing in the breeze. I remember how you'd lean, like the space in between was enough to hold the weight of whatever came too late. No diamonds in the sky, just your truth in your eyes, and the rhythm felt so free, like it was meant to be. Now sunsets hit the same, but they don't call your name. Still I stand where we once stood, in that quiet neighborhood. Light spills over everything, bringing back we used to sing. Every golden ray I see carries you to me. Maybe moments on to keep, maybe love runs soft and deep, like the sun before it goes, leaving warmth and afterglow. So when the sky turns orange blue, I send a thought to you, let it drift and overflow. In that golden hour flow, golden hour flow. Even when you go, that light still remains, running through my veins. Golden hour flow, soft and beautiful. In that fading light, love still feels right. Sunset fades, sky turns slow, but the warmth stays in that golden hour flow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Turn the lights down low, yeah. Let the drums breathe. Velvet nights, boom bap dream. Street lights dripping in amber glow, subway hum, moving slow. City pulsing 94 BPM, heartbeat locked inside the stem. Leather jacket, autumn air, Jazz bar smoke in your hair, gold hoops catching trumpet cries, soft rebellion in your eyes. Sidewalk poets, midnight train, we made rhythm out of pain. Dusty kicks and snares so tight, holding us together that night. Your laugh swung like a ride cymbal, my words raw, no recital. We were freestyle, no defense, love wrapped in on the ends. And every time the needle drops, the world outside just stops. All the chaos fades away when the drums begin to play. Velvet boom, bap dreams, nothing's ever what it seems. Warm chords under city skies, truth between the lines. Yeah. Velvet boom, bap dreams, loose hearts stitched at the seams. In the rhythm we believe, in the night we breathe. Yeah. Brownstone windows glowing dim, late night talks about what's been. You said love's a crooked art, I said jazz lives in the heart. Roads, keys melting like wine, baseline walking out of time. Every groove a gentle sway, like you leaning my way. We were analog and raw, no perfection, just a flaw, but the swing was always tight. Even when we fight, rain tapping on the tin like hi-hats settling in. You'd hum low, off-key, sounded perfect next to me. And every time the vinyl spins, it pulls me back again to a night too soft to keep, to a love too deep. Velvet boom, bap dreams, nothing's ever what it seems. Velvet boom, bap dreams, nothing's ever what it seems. Warm chords under city skies, truth between the lines. Velvet boom, bap dreams, loose hearts stitched at the seams. In the rhythm we believe, in the night we breathe. We were backseat philosophers, writing scripture on the foggy glass, talking futures in the present tense, hoping moments always last. No chains, no diamonds on display, just a beat and something to say. You in oversized sweaters, me chasing bars better. We dance between the cracks of time, between your truth and mine. No metronome can measure that kind of pressure. Love like sample soul, cut and flip a hole. Even if the record skips, I still remember your lips. Now I'm old and nights still long, still finding you in every song. Every dusty snare I hear brings a silhouette near. Velvet curtains, faded stage, memories turning page by page. But the groove don't lie, and neither do I. Maybe we were meant to fade like a sample crate we played, but those dreams still tap my chest in that boom bap rest. Velvet boom bap dreams floating through my bloodstream. Warm chords under city skies, your echo never dies. Yeah. Velvet boom bap dreams, soft love in between. If the night calls out your name, I'll press play again. Need a lift, silence hums, but somewhere in the dark, the velvet rhythm still runs. Yeah. Lights down, heartbeat slow. Let the room breathe. Yeah. Yeah. Low light pouring from a tired lampshade. Shadows dancing like promises we made. Window crack, city humming soft. Your silhouette drifting in the loft. Rose keys melting in the air, fingers tracing through your hair. Every chord a quiet flame, calling softly out your name. Boom bap heartbeat in my chest, you leaning close, I confess. Nothing loud, nothing rushed, just a love that's spoken hush. Street noise, fading far away, like the night decided to stay. Two souls sitting on the floor, with nothing we were hiding for. And the silence felt alive, like it knew we'd survive every doubt we ever used. And that amber hue, soul in a low light room, blooming in the gloom. Soft words falling slow like vinyl diesel smoke in lazy spirals. We were writing our own titles. No script, no grand design, just your pulse syncing with mine. Jazz records spinning around, dusty drums, a sacred sound. Bass line walking hand in hand with every hope we didn't plan. You said love ain't always bright, sometimes it's a quieter light. Something steady, something warm, shelter from the storm. I felt every word you meant, every breath intentional, bent towards something real and deep, something we could keep. And the room held every sigh, like it didn't want goodbye. Time suspended in between all we've been. Soul in a low light room, looming in the gloom. Soft words falling slow, like vinyl turning low. Soul in a low light room. Soul in a low light room. Hearts beat into bloom. No spotlight, no disguise, just truth in your eyes. Yeah. No champagne ceilings, just raw feelings. Back when we were healing through late night dealings, talking dreams on the hardwood floor, planning things we couldn't afford. But we had rhythm, we had grace, we had that look on each other's face. Arguments and muted tones, learning how to own every flaw, every scar, loving who we are. And maybe that's the art of it, not the spark but the heart of it. Not the crowd or the applause, just us without a cause. Now the lamp still casts that glow, but you're not here below. Still I feel your energy in the quiet next to me. Every record that I play takes me back to that day when nothing else existed, just the way we listen. Low like high emotion, love moving like an ocean. Never loud, never fast, but built to last. Maybe rooms remember souls, maybe music makes us whole. Maybe somewhere in the dark you still feel the spark. Soul in a low light room, echo in the gloom. Every whisper still remains, flowing through my veins. Soul in a low light room, underneath the moon. Even if the lights go out, love won't dim down. No cameras, no crowd, just rhythm. Crowd, just rhythm and us. In a low light room, in a low light room. Yeah. Midnight on the key, let it breathe. Roads after dark. Oh. Street lights melting on the avenue, taxi horns singing out of tune. Window open, city air, carrying memories everywhere. Fingers resting on ivory dreams, soft electric silver beams. Every chord just floats apart like it's reading my heart. You used to sit right next to me, swaying in slow harmony. No applause, no crowded bar, just us and a falling star. Boom bap tapping gentle time, kicking snare like quiet rhymes. Bassline walking low and deep, secrets only night can keep. And when the daylight fades away, that's when the truth begins to play. In minor tones and subtle sparks on these roads after dark. Roads after dark, lighting up the spark. Warm chords in the blue, still reminding me of you. Roads after dark, soft glow in the dark. Every note I start, play straight from the heart. Candle flicker on the wall, Your shadow moving slow and small. Wine glasses on the floor, we didn't need much more. You said love should feel like jazz, freedom in the space we have. Not a cage, not a chain, just a rhythm in the rain. I remember how you smile every time I play a while. Let the chords just drift and bend like they didn't wanna end. Outside sirens far away, inside we would gently sway. No rush, no need to speak. The silence felt complete. Ooh. And when the world was far too loud, we found shelter in that sound. And warm electric sparks on these roads after dark. Roads after dark, lighting up the spot. Warm chords in the blue, still reminding me of you. Roads after dark, soft glow in the dark. Every note I start, play straight from the heart. Yeah, yeah. Back then, back when the nights felt endless. Love wasn't defensive, we were reckless but somehow protected. Talking futures over 7 chords, breaking down emotional walls. No filters, no disguise, truth living in your eyes. You said don't let the music fade. I said it's in the choices we made. Now every time I play that tone, I feel less alone. Even if the room feels wide, even if you're not by my side, the harmony still stays in subtle ways. Me here, hands trembling but clear, searching for that same embrace inside this sacred space. Oh, yes. The chords don't lie to me, they speak in honesty about love and letting go, about things we didn't know. Oh, maybe we were meant to part like a bridge before the start, but the melody remains flowing through my veins. Ooh, when the skyline turns to black and there's no turning back, I close my eyes and spark these shows after dark. Rose after dark, still holding that spark. Even if you're gone, the music plays on. Rose after dark, healing every scar. Every note I play brings you back my way. Slow, yeah. Steady slow, oh. Fingers on the keys, yeah. And I let it go. Summer air through the fire escape. Old brick walls, let it ride. Yeah. Brownstone steps in the evening glow. Harlem wind moving slow. Window frames with chipped off paint, holding stories we ain't. Kids still playing down the block, boombox beating round the clock. Dusty drums in open air, soul floating everywhere. You were leaning on the rail, natural curls in a summer veil. Sunset resting on your skin, gold light settling in. Ice cream truck in the distance, your laugh had no resistance. Every moment felt sincere, like forever lived right here. In the skyline burning amber hues, like it knew what we would lose, but we didn't think that far. We were right where we are. Our brownstone serenade, promises we made on a fire escape where the night won't fade. Brownstone, stone serenade, love that never played by the rules they wrote. We just let it flow, we just let it flow. Record spinning in the room, Frankie crooning through the gloom. You humming low and sweet, bare feet on hardwood beats. Ceiling fan turning slow, roads keys, afterglow, baseline. Walking soft and wide like it had nothing to hide. We talk dreams past midnight about leaving, about flight. But something in the brick kept our heartbeat thick. Arguments and softer tones, learning how to own every scar and every flaw, every lesson love had taught. And when the sirens sang their song, we just sway alone, let the city spark. Little lights in the dark, brownstone serenade. Promises we made on a fire escape where the night won't fade. Brownstone serenade, love that never played by the rules they wrote. We just let it flow, yeah. Corner store philosophy, dollar coffee honesty. Talking about equality, building our mythology. You and thrifted denim blues, me with something left to prove. But when the kick is never line, peace of mind. We were young but understood, greatness grows in neighborhoods. Not in diamonds, not in fame, but in knowing someone's name. Every block a memory, every crack a melody. And if I close my eyes, I still hear your lullaby. Feels twice as wide, different faces pass outside, but the bricks still hold the heat of our rhythm in the streets. Summer nights and rooftop views, cheap red wine and worn out shoes. Dreaming bigger than our means, laughing loud in between. Maybe time had other plans, pulled our hearts to distant lands, but the groove don't disappear, it just echoes here. In every warm July parade, in every chord I ever played, there's a trace of what we made in that brownstone serenade. Brownstone serenade. Brownstone serenade. Brownstone serenade. Brownstone serenade. Somewhere in that city glow, so do I. Turn it down low. Let the chorus breathe. No rush tonight. Just listen. Lamplight spilling on your skin, soft as where we've never been. Window cracked, the city sighs, reflections dancing in your eyes. Roads keys glowing amber gold, stories neither of us told. Baseline walking slow and deep, promises we couldn't keep. You were sitting cross-legged near, speaking truths I had to hear. Every word a fragile thread through the silence that we spread. Brush strokes tapping on the snare, heavy feelings in the air. Nothing loud, nothing forced, just two hearts off course. And the room began to sway like it understood the weight of everything we never showed. In the undertow, whispers over warm chords, love without a scoreboard. Soft confessions in the dark, tiny glowing sparks on. Whispers over warm chords, hearts without their armor. In the quiet we explored something worth fighting for. Your voice barely above a breath, talking life and talking death. Dreams you hid behind your smile, pain you carried all the while. I let my guard fall slow, admitting things I never show. How I fear being alone, how I build a heart of stone. Kick drum steady like a pulse, holding space for both of us. Every chord a gentle flame, calling out my name. Outside sirens pass us by, inside tears we don't deny. Truth doesn't need to scream, it lives in between. And in the low electric light, everything felt right. Even broken words restored by those chords. Whispers over warm chords, love without a scoreboard. Soft cameras, no applause, just healing without a cause. Back when vulnerability felt like possibility, you traced circles on my hand like you knew I'd understand that strength ain't always loud. Sometimes it's unbowed. We were therapy and rhythm, letting silence sit with us. No need to overtalk, we let the music walk. Every pause intentional, every glance dimensional. Loving and the grand reward is whispers over chords. Now the room is quiet still, but I feel that warmth until every night when lights go dim, memories begin. I play the same progression slow, let the harmony just flow, and I swear I hear your tone like you're not fully gone. Yeah. Maybe love was never loud, maybe it was just allowed to exist without a roar behind a closed door. Yeah. And if our paths don't realign, I'll keep that sacred time where we let our spirits pour on that hardwood floor. Yeah. Whispers over warm chords, echoing forevermore. Even if you walk away, they still stay. Yeah. Whispers over warm chords, gentle as before. In the quiet of my heart, you're still a part. Yeah. No spotlight, no crowd, just two souls speaking soft over one chords. Yeah, sweet like midnight air. City glowing, let it ride. City lights and liquid gold, stories waiting to be told. Balcony above the street, heartbeat sinking to the beat. Honey notes from distant bars, floating under errant stars. Trumpet crying soft and slow, like it knows what we don't know. You were leaning on the rail, summer breeze lifting your veil. Every laugh a velvet tone, making this whole town feel like home. Boom bap drums from passing cars, tiny echoes, faded scars. Every rhythm felt so right, wrapped in neon night. And the skyline seemed to sway, like it wanted us to stay in that amber atmosphere with you near. Honey notes and city lights holding us tonight. Golden chords in open air, love without a care. Honey notes and city lights, soft and bittersweet old wine. If the world just fades away, let the music play. Rooftop speakers low and warm, shelter from the coming storm. Roads keys drifting through the breeze, carrying our memories. You said love should taste like this, slow and deep inside a kiss. Not a rush, not a race, just a steady embrace. Taxi headlights down below, moving in a steady flow. But up here the time stood still, bending to our will. Your hand resting over mine like a perfect downbeat line. Every breath a quiet vow, only here and now. When your eyes caught the glow of the skyline down below, I knew I'd never find another you in time. Honey notes and city lights holding us tonight. Golden chords on brick walls, more than verses in a rhyme. We were lightning caught in time. No diamonds on your hands, just big and fragile plans. Talking futures on the edge of every silent pledge. We learned love ain't always sweet, sometimes bitter on the beat. But when harmony aligns, it rewrites the lines. And even if the morning comes and silence slowly hums, I'll replay that line every single night. Keeps glowing soulful, just moving slowly, steady. Now the balcony stands bare, same old city air, but the glow feels different now. Still, I don't know how. Every time the skyline shines, I hear those honeyed lines floating back into my chest, where they softly rest. Maybe love's a passing spark, but it leaves behind a mark, like sugar on the tongue after the song is sung. So when the night turns bright with 1,000 city lights, I close my eyes and stay in that golden ring. Honey notes and city lights still holding me tonight. Even if you're far away, they still play. Honey notes and city lights, echoes in the night. If the world should fall apart, you're still in my city glowing, sweet like memory. Honey notes, city glow. After midnight, everything sounds different. Let it play. Streetlights humming low degrees, cold wind moving through the trees, city breathing soft and slow underneath that afterglow. Piano crying minor tones, echoes through these empty homes. Every chord just bends and sighs like truth you can't disguise. You were leaning by the door like you'd done 100 times before, half in shadow, half in flame, saying nothing, saying my name. Kick drum steady, heartbeat tight, snare like whispers in the night. Bassline walking deep and blue, carrying the thought of you. And the darker that it gets, the more I can't forget how we let it be. Midnight in minor keys, midnight in minor keys, falling through the melodies. Every note remembers you in shades of blue. Midnight in minor keys, slow burning memories. If love had a sound, it would be this now. Window cracked, the runs thin, smoke curls where we've been. Ashtray full of yesterday, things we never got to say. Rose glow soft in amber light, holding on to us tonight. Progressions looping in my head, all the fragile words we said. You told me love ain't always bright, sometimes it's a softer light. Not fireworks across the sky, but something that won't die. Outside sirens fade away, inside I still replay the way your fingers trace my hand, like I'd always understand. And I sway like it wants you to stay, but time won't freeze in minor keys. Midnight in minor keys, falling through the melodies. Every note remembers you in shades of blue. Midnight in minor keys, slow burning memories. If love had a sound, it would be this now. Yeah, we were poetry in motion, floating on devotion. No commotion, just emotion. Late talks on the kitchen floor, planning things we couldn't afford, dreaming big in small apartments, love without compartments. You in oversized sweaters, me chasing verses better. We thought forever meant no need for second guesses, but minor chords tell the truth. There's beauty in the bruise, there's wisdom in goodbye, even when it makes you cry. Now midnight comes again, like an old familiar friend. Sits beside me in the dark, strikes a quiet spark. I let my fingers roam across the keys alone, searching for that same embrace inside this sacred space. Maybe love just shifts its shape, like vinyl on a crate, spinning stories old and new, still somehow true. And though the night feels cold, there's warmth inside these chords. Every note agrees we lived in minor keys. Midnight in minor keys, still living inside of me. Every chord I play takes me back that way. Midnight in minor keys, whispering through memories. If love had a sound, it would linger around. After midnight, truth feels closer, somewhere in these minor keys.